Throughout the landscape of the NBA, you can't find a player quite polarizing as Luka Doncic. With all the flashy passes, the wild shots, the buzzer beaters, and game winners, Luka Doncic has put on just an amazing show for the Dallas Mavericks fans since he's got here, to the point where it's just business as usual. And at 25 years old, he's already shown that he is one of the best players in the league, if not already. But like the other great players in the league and other great players that have come before him, he's no stranger to scrutiny and criticism, and that's not just from the media, but also from fans. And one thing that surrounded Luka Doncic his entire career has been his weight and his conditioning. And over the weekend, when Goran Dragic had his farewell game, there was a video that surfaced from the game that shows Luka Doncic in an unflattering light that a lot of people are saying, yo, Luka, drop the weight. So in this video, we're going to take a look at that video as well as look at what other people have said about Luka Doncic's weight, and I'll give you my opinions on it, whether or not we should even be concerned about it or not. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, the last few videos I've been dropping, they've been up and down with the likes. We did hit over 300 likes on that one video, so I don't have to grow my hair back where my hairline is all the way back here. But if we could just try and get 300 likes again on this video, I'd appreciate it greatly. If you're just waiting for Mavericks basketball to resume, just like this video. I'm right there with you. But like I said in the intro, Luka Doncic, polarizing player, a quintessential all-star. We may never see a talent quite like it. And as many other great players that come before him, people tend to nitpick their game and anything about them that they don't like, with players like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. A whole lot of great players have also dealt with scrutiny. And like I said, also, Luka Doncic, one thing that has been following him for the majority of his career has been his weight. And not only has the media talked about it, but fans have been starting to talk about it too. I mean, not saying they just started, they've been talking about it for a while. And to be fair, I understand, Luka Doncic, you are a professional athlete. You are a millionaire. We are giving you the bag, the mega ultra supermax. And the least we could do is just have you in shape, having the right conditioning, and ready to go for the upcoming season, especially since we're trying to win a finals now. We have all the right pieces. The formula has been written. We just got to follow it to the T, and we will be back in the finals. And even though I truly believe that Luka Doncic will still walk around and drop a 40-point triple-double on any given night, weighing whatever he weighs, I understand why there is some concern for how his weight does fluctuate. But if there's one person who you could nickname him the Weight Watchers of Luka Doncic, is our best friend Tim McMahon. I know we all trust whatever he says. We love everything Tim McMahon has to say about the Dallas Mavericks. But let's take a look down memory lane on what he said about Luka in the past. If we look right here, he had an article saying Dallas Mavericks Luka Doncic admits having issue with weight conditioning. Dallas Mavericks superstar Luka Doncic acknowledged that his conditioning has got to be better, and now that's fair. Being able to take accountability, understanding that your conditioning needs to improve. You are out of shape. If you're even 20 pounds heavier than what you are, that will affect your game. You do have to exert more energy, which can lead to more injuries. I totally get that. And for Luka Doncic to be able to admit that and take ownership, that's a lot better than a player just that's in denial and just doesn't want to listen. But also, we got another one here, Tim McMahon 2 years ago, saying, I'm told Luka Doncic is down now into the 240s, kind of close to his rookie weight. He also put out an article saying, according to Tim McMahon on the Low Post, Luka Doncic reported in at 260 plus pounds this season. McMahon saying Luka has to stop reporting at 260 plus pounds and playing his way into shape. This cannot be an annual storyline. He got off to a slow start last year, and I understand. Like I said earlier, you are a professional athlete. You are paid millions of dollars. You are the face of this franchise. We can't afford you to miss significant time because you had an injury due to just not taking care of your body. But to play devil's advocate, if we want to be real with ourselves, no matter what weight Luka's been at, no matter what he looks like, Luka Doncic has been one of the best players in the league year over year. You could argue since his rookie year, but especially in the last 3 years, Luka Doncic has proven he is one of, if not the best player in the league, and that's not hyperbole. The stats do back it up. If we take a look at his stats just from last year, it does somewhat prove this claim. If you take a look last year, he put up 33.9 points, 9.2 rebounds, 9.8 assists, 0.5 blocks, 1.4 steals, 4 turnovers, and 2.1 fouls per game, while shooting 48% from the floor, 38% from 3. doing things that other team superstars could never do, doing things that other teams wished their superstar could even get close to doing. We all know how Luka Doncic is great, and I understand that, yes, he could be better if he stayed in shape. You could also make the argument that maybe this is just a more comfortable weight for him. Maybe this is the weight he needs to be at to make him feel a little bit more natural on the court. Although I'd argue against that because he's been smaller, right? His rookie weight was around 240. If he's in 260, I mean, that's 20 pounds heavier. That can affect your shot. That can affect just how you can get up and down the court, which can also lead to injuries. But I want everybody to just keep this in mind. Not once in Luka Doncic's NBA career did he have to miss significant time. I'm talking about half a season or more because of an injury. He's not Zion Williamson, where you know his weight is an issue and he has missed multiple seasons, half seasons, the quarter of a season because of his weight. He's not a Shaquille O'Neal or a Charles Barkley, two great players who have dealt with weight issues their entire life. Luka Doncic's weight does go up and down, and you contribute to a lot of things. It could be just, it's the off season, he's taking it easy, he's relaxing. Something that I believe is closer to the truth is that he's probably eating a lot more American food than what he's accustomed to, because a lot of players that come here from overseas, they start to eat like Americans, you start to look like Americans, if you know what I mean. But regardless, Luka Doncic has proven, no matter what weight, he is an all-star. He is a superstar. He is one of the best players in the league while also able to have an MVP caliber season. And you can make the argument that the last two seasons, no matter what weight he was at, he probably should have won MVP or been higher up in the consideration. Probably should have got a few more votes. But if we take a look right here, this was about 3 years ago. This was in December of 2021. This tweet came out saying, Luka Doncic addressed the ongoing talk about his weight and conditioning with reporters after the Mavs lost to the Nets, saying, I had a long summer. I had the Olympics, took 3 weeks off, relaxed a little bit, maybe too much. I just got to get back on track. And again, it's not like we have a player who just denies these claims that he's out of shape, who that says, I don't need to lose weight. You know, I'm fine how I am. If you remember what Nikola Jokic said last year about Chet Holmgren, you know, jokingly saying, you know, you got to put some weight on. They may call you fat, but it'll work. That works for someone like Nikola Jokic, where his size and frame, you can argue he's fat, you can argue he's out of shape, but it works for him. Why can't we have that same thought process for Luka Doncic? We've seen his weight fluctuate. We've seen him be a little bit bigger. We've seen him be a little bit smaller. And yet the results are still the same. He doesn't deal with many injuries because of his weight. And he also can still put up great numbers. He can also still help us win games. He can also still drop 70+ points against the Atlanta Hawks, no matter what weight Luka's at. I understand that you, as a professional athlete, I understand it. You need to be in shape. There is a expectation when you are the face of a team, when you are that guy trying to lead your team to a championship. You need to be the example. You need to lead the example to everyone else that if I'm in shape, we're all in shape. If I'm conditioning, we're all conditioning. One team, one fight. And although being a superstar, you kind of get away with a lot, but when you got a team as well constructed as it is now, trying to make it back to the finals, trying to win the finals, maybe Luka Doncic does need to take a look at his weight. But I'll show you guys the video that everyone is talking about of Luka Doncic just out of shape. This was from the Goran Dragic game, and they're pointing out how he's just lightly jogging up the court. He kind of picked up his dribble there and traveled, but people are saying because of this video, and I'll play it again, people are saying because of this video, this proves that Luka Doncic is out of shape, that Luka Doncic has let himself go over the summer, and that we have so much to worry about, that this year is going to be a wash, all because Luka can't stay in shape. And to anybody who says that, you're being a little bit too dramatic. I don't think that was a very flattering angle for Luka Doncic, because I'm seeing something completely different. Luka Doncic, this was before the game. Him and Goran Dragic. Doesn't look fat to me. I don't think he's sucking it in either. I mean, you can see it in his face and his neck and his arms. Luka Doncic is in shape. I know a lot of us were worried because of all the injuries he racked up during the playoffs and going into the Olympics, where Slovenia didn't make it past the qualifiers. People were happy that Luka Doncic could finally get some rest, arguably the most rest that he's gotten in a long time. But I'm not going to sit here and think Luka Doncic is at home just scarfing down Big Macs and watching TV. I'm pretty sure he's in the lab, working hard, but also taking it easy, spending time with family. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you think that Luka Doncic's weight is a problem that, as fans, we should be worried about? Or are you more like me, that Luka Doncic will be Luka Doncic and I expect nothing less? Let me know in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for making this far to the video. Make sure you check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing another giveaway. The winner will be announced the first week of September. Until next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.